Where do you think Leonard Floyd could improve the most?
Oh, man. Oh, almost everywhere. I mean, I don't know. And when I say pretty much everywhere, yeah, I think he should be dominant. I think he was picked to be dominant, right?
Why is he not close to that yet? Is he staying blocked?
You know what? The one thing that sticks out of my mind is the coach staff when they draft him, they said, "Well, his athleticism jumps out at you." There's athleticism is great. I love it. But at the end of the day, you need a football player. So athleticism, that when they say athleticism, that means this guy's got a lot of potential, and we see this guy developing into a great football player. That's not always the case, and so we've been waiting to see the athleticism turn into a dominant football player, and that's not the case. You see, we picked up a dominant football player on the other side. Now he's super athletic. Khalil Mack's super athletic, but he's a dominant football player. And if you look at their stature, you can see where probably the difference is between the two. He's probably faster, to the point of attack. But Khalil Mack, he's a better all-around football player, pass rusher. He has what you call football skill, football savvy. He understands how to make plays. He understands not only to get to the ball, but he understands how to take the ball away.
So Floyd drafted 9th. They traded up from 11 to draft him 9th. You and Alex were talking about that. There was a throw that Darnold made where Floyd is rushing on the outside.
He ran a game. I think he ran a game. He ran a game, so he came on the outside. He came free. That was in Alex's words, that was his most positive pass rush.
And then there was another play where the throw went right by him.
Yeah.
And it was almost like he wasn't aware that the ball was coming out.
I think one of the main points that Alex made that I 100% agree with is if you're a guy who's out there on that field and you're not producing in sacks, hurries, and things like that, then if it were me, I'd be busting my tail, hauling butt all over that field. I try to get around that ball as much as I can. If I'm not getting the sack, if I'm not getting here, as soon as that ball is thrown, I'm gone. I'm going to get my name called.
And so far, he hasn't done that enough. And it's weird because you would think the scenario is set up for him really well. At least at the beginning of the season, you had Khalil Mack, you have Akeem Hicks, who I think is just such a great player, and watching him play in and play out versus the middle of the line is fascinating because he takes up space and they will double team him. Yep. So the double teams move from Khalil Mack not being out there.
Goldman, Nichols. It has to be a situation where you have to be licking your chops. Like it's prime for him to succeed. And that's what's the biggest question mark. Everybody should be eating on that defensive line. And it seems like everybody's eating except for one guy.